Very good afternoon, all the viewers. Hope you all are doing good. May God bless you all. Welcome to Commerce first year class. The last two classes, we were learning how to prepare a 3-column cash book. And we did few problems also. Going forward, we'll take question number 11. Question number 11, page number 155. So what are we doing today? We are taking page number 155, question number 11. What is the topic we are discussing? We are discussing 3-column cash book, which is also known by the name triple column cash book. A guaranteed 10 marker and very simple. Provided you pay attention and listen carefully, you can very easily pocket 10 marks. Shall we start? So question number 11. Get ready with the textbooks, all of you, please. We are preparing 3-column cash book, triple column cash book. Question number 11. Columns you remember: date, particulars, cash column, bank column, discount column. Similarly, on the credit side, date, particulars, LF, cash, bank, and discount receipt. Okay. Date, particulars, LF, cash, bank, discount. Okay. So what is the opening balance given? You see, 2018, September 1, cash balance 15,000, bank balance credit 25,000. Bank balance credit means it is an overdraft. The business house, the business entity owes 25,000 to bank. So cash balance, of course, and always will show debit balance only. You make it as a signature statement. Cash column will always show debit balance only. But bank balance can be either a debit balance or a credit balance. So what is the cash balance we have? We have 15,000 cash balance, and bank balance, since it is a credit balance, we will take it on the credit side as by balance brought down 25,000. So credit balance means what I said? It is an overdraft. The business house has to pay 25,000 to bank. Okay, it is a overdraft. Then we follow the simple rule, no? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Okay. Then received cash from Bhaskar 3,900 in full settlement of his account 4,000. We received cash from Bhaskar. How much? To cash. We received 3,000 in full settlement of his account of 4,000. Actually, how much amount did Bhaskar owe us? Bhaskar owed us 4,000. भास्कर हमको कितने पैसे देना था? 4,000 रुपीज. लेकिन दिया कितने? 3,900 और इसका अकाउंट सेटल हो गया. सेटल हो गया का मतलब ये जो 100 रुपए है ये हम लोग उसको डिस्काउंट दे दिए. Whenever the word settlement is given, it means that is a full and final payment. So this 100 rupees we should take as discount. We should take as a discount. Whenever the word settlement is given, it means it is a discount. So 4,000 minus 3,900, that 100 rupees is discount. Next, goods sold to Prakash for cash. 6-1, sold goods to Prakash. Now here, pay attention. अगर suppose entry सिर्फ ऐसा रहता था, sold goods to Prakash, then we will not take this entry in the cash book because it is a credit transaction. But if it is given like this, sold goods to Prakash for cash, then it means Prakash has paid cash. So it is a cash transaction only. So this entry will appear as to sales. See, don't write to Prakash. We should write to sales. How much? 2,800. 2,800. Then interest paid. Interest paid 500. So there is an outflow. It is a payment, no? It is an outflow of cash. Write it on the credit side. By interest. How much? 500. Interest paid 500 on 7. On 7. Then on 10th, received from Karthik traders, cash, check, and discount allowed. We received some cash, we received a check, and we allowed discount. So on 10th, we should write to Karthik. How much cash did we receive? We received cash of 1,800, check of 4,800, and the discount allowed amount is 400. So check cash aaya, cash column. Check aaya, bank column. Discount allowed, discount column. Done. Then cash deposited into bank. Recall once, yesterday I told you, no, deposited into bank is a contra entry. Deposited into bank or withdrawn from bank. Deposited from bank or withdrawn from bank for office use. These two are contra entries. Sir, what are contra entries? Contra entries are the one which appear on both the debit side and credit side of cash book. So cash deposited into bank is a contra entry. I'll write it both on the debit side as well as credit side. On the debit side, I'll write to cash and the amount given is 4,000. Amount given is 4,000. That I will write in the bank column. This you need to understand when you are writing a contra entry for deposit or paid into bank. We write to cash on the debit side. Amount is written in the bank column. The same entry I write on the credit side by bank. Amount in the cash column. To cash, amount in the bank column. By bank, amount in the cash column. And to denote it, we write the letter C in LF column. Next is purchase goods from Chaitanya and payment made through Paytm. See, whether it is Paytm, Phone Pay, Google Pay, you know, there are so many interfaces these days. These are so many platforms, whether it is internet, through internet, NEFT, RTGS, all these are routed through bank only. Okay, so if it is check, if it is Paytm, Google Pay, Phone Pay, okay, IMPS, whatever it is, all these are routed through bank. So bank is affected. So now here, purchase goods from Chaitanya and payment is made by Paytm. So it is an outflow. Write it on the credit side. By Chaitanya, sorry, not Chaitanya, right? By purchases. Sir, why are we not writing the name of person? Because when the payment is made or when the payment is received, the name of the customer or supplier is immaterial. The general entry for this would be purchase goods from Chaitanya and payment made. The general entry would be purchases account debit to bank account. We don't have to mention that those goods are purchased from Chaitanya. Payment is made, forget the party. The payment is how much? 2,500. Next, issued check to Manohar. Again, it is a payment. You gave a check to Manohar. By Manohar. Check worth how much? Check worth rupees 2,800 and discount received is 200. Okay, so entries are all recorded. All the entries are recorded. Go through once. Anything left? Okay, now let us do a very important part, that is balancing. Remember, you are not allowed to use calculator. So you have to learn these additions and subtractions. So see what is the total on the cash. As I told you, cash will always show debit balance only. Cash will always show debit balance only. So see cash on the debit side. What is the total we are getting? The total on the debit side is 15 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. It is 18, 20, 21, 22. We are getting 23,500. 23,500. 23,500 on the debit side. Now see what is there on the credit side. We have only, here we have 23,500. On the credit side, we have only 4,500. So what is the balancing figure? 19,000. Closing cash balance. Closing cash balance is how much? It is 19,000. So on the last day, 30th September, write by balance carried down 19,000. Okay? Then what about bank column? Bank column debit side we have only 8,800, but on the credit side 25 plus 2. So in case of bank, it is heavy on the credit side. Bank is heavy on the credit side. What is the total on the credit side? The total on the credit side is 25, 30,300. We have 30,300. So bank credit side total is 30,300. 30,300. From this, deduct the debit balance. Debit we have only 8,800. So deduct 8,800. How much you'll get? 5. And I'll show on the next page. What is the total of bank column? What is the total of bank column? On the credit side, we had 30,300. And on the debit side, what did we have? We had 8,800. 8,800. Deduct 5, 1. 21,500 is the bank balance. Okay, 21,500 is the bank balance. But where will we show? Since bank is showing credit balance, we have to show it on the debit side here. To balance carried on 21,500 on the last date. See here, please. What does this balance denote? It is the cash in hand on 30th September. Okay, and what is this? It is the overdraft with bank 21,500. And discount column, of course, we don't do balancing. We do the total and write on either side. Okay. Now bringing forward the balance. Cash balance we show on the debit side on 1st October to balance brought down. What is the cash balance? 19,000. And again, 1st October by balance brought down. What is the bank balance? It is credit balance 21,200. Okay. Bank is to balance brought down by balance brought down. Okay. That's all. Hope it is clear. So we'll take one more question. Yes, of course. We'll take question number 12. Question number 12. Prepare 3 column, page number 156. Prepare 3 column cash book. Cash in hand, cash at bank, deposited cash into bank, sales, received a check from Reddy, commission received, paid to Vamshi, discount received, Reddy's check deposited into bank, paid for transport, received cash from Srikant, cash withdrawn from bank for office use, contra entry, paid to Sham, purchase stationery and paid through debit card. Debit card again is debit card or credit card again, it will be routed through bank. So let us get ready with the format. triple column cash book. Triple column cash book. What are the columns? Date, particulars, LF, cash bank and discount allowed. Date, particulars, LF, cash, bank, discount received. You know format? Okay. So shall we start? Yeah. Cash in hand, cash at bank. Cash always will have debit balance only, no issues. And here bank is also showing debit balance only. So both the balances will come on the debit side. 2019 March 1, two balance brought down. Cash balance is 4,900 and bank balance is 5,000. Cash balance is 4,900 and bank balance is 5,000. Deposited cash into bank. The second entry given is deposited cash into bank. That stands to be a contra entry, no? Contra entry will appear both on the debit side and credit side. To cash, amount will write in the bank column. What is the amount? 3,000. That will write in the bank column. Okay. And the same entry would appear on the credit side also as by bank amount in the cash column. Okay. Contra entry. Contra entry. Deposited into bank to cash by bank. Amount in the bank column. Amount in the cash column. Okay. Then what is the next one? Sales. Simply sales. Sales means sale of goods for cash. It means sale of goods for cash. So to write down two sales, what is the amount? It is 9,800 in cash column. Then received a check from Reddy. See, normally if we receive a check, we assume that it is deposited into bank the same day. So we write this amount in the bank column. But here, if you see the transaction on date 18, it is said that Reddy's check is deposited into bank. When are we receiving the check? We are receiving the check on 10th. Are we depositing into the bank? If nothing is said, if no more information is given, further, we assume that it is deposited into bank the same day. So we take this amount in bank column. But here, we received the check on 10th and on 18th, it is given that Reddy's check is deposited into bank. It means it is not deposited into bank on the date of receipt. What is the value of check? The value of check is 2,500. So on this date, I am writing the entry in cash column. You try to understand this, what I did. What I did here. Though we received a check, I am not writing it in the bank column. I am writing it in the cash column because it was not sent to bank on that date. And whenever it is sent to bank, on that date, we will treat it as a contra entry. Okay. Now, then commission received on 14th, we received a commission. Commission. We received 500 rupees commission. Okay. Then paid to Vamshi. It is a payment. So payment will come on the credit side. By Vamshi. By Vamshi. Okay. Payments will come on the credit side. How much? Paid to Vamshi 1,600. Paid to Vamshi 1600 and we received a discount of 400. So that will appear, that will come in the discount column. Okay, paid to Vamshi is a payment. It will come on the credit side, and discount we received is a it will appear in the discount received column, right? Then 18, Reddy's check deposited into bank. Reddy's check, the check which we received on 10 is deposited into bank on 18. So on 18, we will write this as a contra entry to cash amount in the bank column, to cash amount in the bank column, same entry on the credit side as by bank amount in the cash column. Okay. So see again, it is a contra entry. This is a contra entry. Just learn how to write the contra entry. When it is paid, we write to cash amount in the bank column. Credit side, we write by bank amount in the cash column. To cash, bank, by bank, cash. Okay. So let's move further. 20th, paid for transport. Paid for transport is a payment, obviously. Outflow by transport. By transport. What is the amount? Amount is 600. So that I'll take in the cash column. Next, received cash from Srikant. On 22nd, we received cash from Srikant. It is an inflow. Srikant. How much? 4,700. We received 4,700 and we allowed a discount of 300. Next, cash withdrawn from bank for office use. Again, this is a contra entry. Remember, two contra entries. One is cash paid into bank and withdrawn from bank. These two are contra entries, but the effect will be opposite. Like when we deposit, we write to cash. And when we withdraw, we'll write to bank, contra entry, amount in the bank column, amount in the amount in the cash column. To bank, amount in the cash column. Same entry here, by cash, amount in the bank column. Again, pay attention, please. When it is deposited, we write to cash, amount in the bank column. When it is withdrawn, we write to bank, amount in the cash column, right? And just for denotation, we write the letter C. Next is paid to Sham. Paid to Sham, that is cash. By Sham. By Sham. How much? 2,000. Paid to Sham, 2,000 and discount 100. Next is purchase stationery and paid through debit card. Purchase stationery is again a payment and the payment is made through a debit card. I repeat here, debit card, credit card, Paytm, Google Pay, Phone Pay, NEFT, RTGS, check, all these are routed through bank. So we should take in bank call. So 1,200, I'll take in bank call. Okay, so all the entries are successfully recorded. Okay, now what is left? It is the balancing part. As I said, we are not allowed to use calculators. So you have to get a little perfection in additions and subtractions. Okay, so let us see, as you know, cash will always show debit balance. So let us see what is the total on the debit side of cash. What is the total? 4, 9, 9, 13, 14, 7, 16, 7, 17, 7, 21, 7, 25, 7. Is it 26,400? 4,900? 9,800, 2,500, 2,075. Drawn from bank. Withdrawn from bank is 2,000. Okay. So it is 24,400 on the debit side of cash column. 24,400. 4, 9, 13, 14, 7, 16, 7, 17, 7, 17, 21, 23, 7, 24, 400. And what is the total on the credit side you see? I'll write it here. Cash debit side total is 24,400. And credit side 3, 4, 6, 6, 6, 7, 1, 7, 7, 9,700. So what is the balancing figure we'll have? 14 minus 7, 7. 13 minus 9, 4. It is 14,700. Okay. Cash balance is 14,700. That I'll write on the last date as by balance carried on cash column 14,700. Now let us see the bank column. Bank column, see which side is heavy? Bank column is also heavy on the debit side. 10,500. So bank on the debit side, we have 10,500. And on the credit side, we have only 3,200. 3,200. Subtract 7,300. This is the balancing figure of bank. What is the total? Is 10,500. So, as on 31st March, cash in hand is 14,700. This is it. And cash at bank is 7,300. Okay. The same amount we'll write on 1st of April to balance brought down. Cash balance is 14,700 and bank balance is 7,300. Okay. So that is how we have completed our second, right? Just focus on two things, or let us say two transactions. One is deposited into bank, or that is cash paid into bank. It is a contra entry. The other one is withdrawn from bank or withdrawn from bank for office use. That is also a contra. And one more, when a check is received on one day and deposited into bank on some other day, as in this case, we have seen, no, we received a check of Reddy on 10, but I have wrote the amount in cash column because the check is deposited into bank on 18. On the day of receipt, if we are not sending it to bank for collection, we are not depositing it with the bank, then we assume that we have received cash. And the day when it is sent to bank for collection, or when the day when it is deposited with bank, on that day, we will show it as a contract. Okay. We'll go to the next question. That is question number 13. Prepare triple column cash book from the following transactions: 2019 February 1, cash 9350, bank 10,000, cash sales, sold furniture and received amount through Google Pay. So Google Pay is bank. Cash deposited into bank. What is it? Yes, it is a contra entry. Cash withdrawn from bank for personal use. Is it a contra entry? Answer is no. It is not a contra entry. It is just outflow of bank balance. Let us say we have to decrease the bank balance, we have to write it on the credit side of our 3-column cash book in the bank column. It's not a contra entry. When will it be a contra entry? When it is withdrawn for office use. Or if should be simply given as withdrawn from bank, then it becomes a contra entry. Okay. Then check received from Naveen. Audit charges. Naveen check deposited into bank. Again, we got the same case. Received cash from Manasa. Paid to Monica. Okay. Chalo, not an issue. Very simple question. Now that you are all familiar, you can do it very, very easily. 10 marks guaranteed. 3-column cash book. 3-column cash book. Debit, credit. Divide the page into 2. First column is date. Second column is particulars. We have LF, ledger folio, cash, bank, and discount allowed. Again, date, particulars, LF, cash, bank, and discount receipt. Right? Sure. Shall we start? So we have opening cash balance and bank balance. Both are debit balances. 2019, February 1, 2, balance brought down. What is the cash balance given? 9,350. Bank balance is 10,000. Cash balance is 9,350. Bank balance is 10,000. 4, cash sales. What is the complete transaction? Sold goods for cash. It is a receipt. It is a inflow. Amount is 2,800. Amount is 2,800. Okay. Then sold furniture and received amount through Google Pay. So it is to furniture amount we should write in bank column. That is 6,000 we should write in the bank column. Next is cash deposited into bank on 10. On 10, we have deposited cash into bank. Deposited into bank is what? Yes, it is a contra entry. Will appear both on the debit side and credit side. On the debit side, it will be to cash amount in the bank column. Okay, to cash amount in the bank column, and the same entry on the credit side as by bank amount in the cash column. Just have a look at this. To cash, to 4,200. By bank, 4,200. 4,200. Okay. Both on the debit side and credit side. Next is cash withdrawn from bank for personal use. I repeat, is it a contra entry? Answer is no. What does it amount to? It amounts to drawings. Whenever anything is drawn for personal use, always remember debit drawings account And since the drawing is made from bank, we credit bank account. So we'll write the entry like this: drawing account debit to bank. Suppose cash is withdrawn, then we'll write to cash. In this case, drawings are made from bank. So we have to credit bank. What is the amount? It is 600. I'm writing this in bank column. By drawings, bank column. Okay. Then received check from Naveen, 5,800. On 17, we received a check from Naveen. But remember, it is given as a further this thing. On 23rd, this check is deposited into bank. So on the day of receipt, the check was not sent to bank. So as I told you earlier, we will treat this as cash. So on 17, I will write this amount of 5,800 in cash column, and then again, when we will deposit, no, on the day we deposit, that is 23rd, I will show this as a contra entry. Audit charges, it is a payment. Write it on the credit side. By audit charges, 150. By audit charges, 150. Sir, what are these audit charges? Audit charges are the amount we pay to the auditor. And who is the auditor? Auditor is the person who inspects our books of account. In any firm or a company, accountant will write the books of account. No, so an expert in accounting will check the books of account. He is called as an auditor. Like when you write notes, your class teacher, your teacher, subject teacher will check the notes and do the corrections. No, in the same manner, if the books of accounts are written by an accountant, an auditor will go through the books of account and he does audit. That process is called as auditing. And for that, he will charge some amount, that is audit charges. Okay. Then Naveen check deposited into bank. So on 23rd, the check what we received on 17th is deposited into bank. So this day, it will become a contra entry. Sir, amount is not given here. Why would he give amount again? We have received the check worth rupees 5,800. So obviously, it is the same check we are depositing into bank. So there is no need for him to mention the amount again. Is it clear? Okay. By bank, we write 5,800 in cash. So very good. C in the column to denote that it is a contra entry. You don't encircle like this. What I'm doing, this is for you to understand it. I'm highlighting. You don't have to do all this. You just write entry C letter in a left column. Okay. Then received cash from Manasa. On 25th, we received cash from Manasa. It is a inflow. So I'll write to Manasa. To Manasa. Amount is 3,700. Then paid to Monica through check. Paid to Monica through check. It is an outflow. So I'll write by Monica. Amount I will write in bank column. The amount is 1,900 in full settlement of 2,000. So 100 rupees is discount. Remember I told you, whenever the word full settlement is there, it means the difference 2,000 minus 1,900. 100 is what? Discount. Okay. Is it clear? So recording is done. Shall we do the balancing part? Yeah. Discount columns, we don't do balancing. We'll write the total as it is on either side. So 500 on the debit side, 100 on the credit side. Right? Now see the total on the debit side. Cash will always show debit balance only. So what is the total on the debit side? You see 93,502, 11, 12, 150, 17, 150, 17, 950, 20, 950, 21, 650, I think. Yeah, it is 21, 650 on the debit side, 21,650. Cash column, debit side total is 21,650. Okay. What is the total on the credit side of cash book? 4,200, 5,200, 10,000, 10,150. Credit side total is 10,150. So what is the balancing figure? 500, 1, 1. 11,500 is the closing cash balance. Debit side total was 21,650. Credit side it was only 10,150. So by balance carried down in the cash column 11,500. When? Last day, February. February will have 28 days. February will have 28 days. So take 28. Sometimes we'll have 29 also, no? In the leap year, you will have 29. 2019 is not a leap year. So take 28 only. Now coming to bank. See what is the total of bank account, bank balance on the bank column on the debit side. Debit side we have 10,000, 6, 20, 16, 20. It is 26,000. Round figure we have 26,000 on the debit side of bank column. Bank debit side we have 26,000. And what is the total on the credit side? We have only two entries. And the total is 2,500. The total is 2,500. So if you subtract, we'll get 23,500. So 23,500 is the closing bank balance. The same balance will bring forward for the next month. So to March 1st, to balance brought down. Cash, we have 11,500 and bank, we have 23,500. Okay, this is how we are done with the question number 13. Okay, some important points I would like to bring your attention to. So I'm not taking another question, but few points I would like to discuss. In fact, I'm trying to repeat actually, like what it is. See, first one is about contra entries. Contra entry, 90% chances. Contra entry, 90% chances that you'll get for 2 months. And I told you what is contra entry. Contra entry is an entry which appears on both the debit side and credit side of a 3-column cash book. Simply write these 2 lines and write the example of contra entries. You'll pocket 2 marks. Contra entry is an entry that appears both on the debit side and credit side of the 3-column cash book. And the example of contra entries is paid into bank, or we call it deposit into bank. And the second contra entry is withdrawn from bank for office use, withdrawn from bank. Even if it is like this, we assume that it is a contra entry only, withdrawn from bank. See, for this, what will be the general entry? Paid into bank, bank account debit to cash account. And for this, it would be cash account debit to bank account. So these 2 are contra entries. Then this is again, as I told you, is an important thing. What is the next important thing? If a check is received, check received on one date, and deposited into bank on some other date. चेक आया किसी दिन और बैंक को किसी और दिन भेजे. अगर चेक आया और उसके बारे में कोई इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं है तो हम ये मान के चलते कि चेक को हम उसी दिन बैंक में भेज दिए थे. We assume that the check is deposited into bank the same day. But if check received is given on one date and on any other subsequent date, if it is given that check is deposited into bank, it means on the day of receipt, it was not sent to bank. So what is the effect? What is the treatment we are giving. If this is the situation, then the treatment is on the date of receipt, write the amount in cash column. And then on the date of deposit, in the last two problems we did, on the date of deposit, write a contra entry. Write a contra entry. Clear? And one more thing, suppose withdrawal is given. Withdrawn from bank, withdrawn from bank for personal use. Then, of course, it is not a contra entry. If it is withdrawn from bank for personal use, the general entry would be drawings account debited to bank account. And suppose withdrawn cash is given, then the entry would be drawings account debited to cash account. So these are not contra entries. So contra entry means it has to be only withdrawn from bank. If it is withdrawn for personal use, it's not a contra entry. It is a simple entry where drawing is to be debited and bank or cash is to be credited. Okay. Chalo. Moving forward. Okay, then. Today I'll conclude the session here itself. Tomorrow we'll be doing some more problems on 3-column cash book, and then we'll start the 20 marker, that is final account. So with this, I'm concluding the session. Don't waste time. Please do revise whatever we have learned in the class. God bless you all. Take care. Bye.